Hello. I am super happy with the progress I've made since my last video on the Instagram clone. But I will be 100% honest, I did kind of break it a little bit. Maybe more than once. Yeah. In this video, I'll be covering the new features that I've implemented, kind of what I think's gone well so far. I'll also touch on, as I said, what I did to break my app so you don't do the same mistakes that I did. And I'll also talk about kind of what is next in the development pipeline for it. But first, before we jump in, I would like to say I don't 100% hate Firebase anymore. I know. Great news for Firebase. It's more like 90%, but it's coming down. I mean, that's all that counts, right? I watched a video on YouTube by another creator. I'll try to make sure I post it in the link below. It was kind of useful just seeing someone build a React app with Firebase because that was something I was really missing. I didn't know, I don't know Firebase well, but I didn't know how to integrate it with React, like what were the best practices, things like that. So yeah, that really helped me to kind of understand it a little bit more. But let's quickly head over to the computer and we'll talk about some of the features that I've been building. Okay, so the first features that I got working, sign up. You can sign up with email and password now. You can also sign up with Google. You've got the sign in function here. So you put in your email, full name, username, and password. There is one slight annoyance I would say with this is that you don't get any sort of email to say that you've signed up. But I have got a redirect in, which will redirect you to the profile page, I believe, when you first sign in. Although I was testing this with my colleague earlier and it broke. So hopefully it's not broken too badly because I've just put some quick fixes in to try and manage that. And obviously you can continue without signing up. But let's just quickly log in with Google. So I've got profile down there, this nice little menu icon. Upload a post with multiple images and you can view multiple images. Just can we take a moment to say how cute my mom's dog is? Like, loves me the most and I'm 100% going to steal him. Creating a post. There is one thing I want to make work here is actually show the images. So if I pick a file, let's just show this courgette. So it has the file name there, but it doesn't actually show the image. And then you can type in here. Again, text needs formatting a bit nicer there, but it does work, which is nice. You get a little alert to say that the post has been created. You can go over to profile. This all is hard-coded right now, but my name, full name, profile, that all comes from the database, and then I can also edit my name and stuff here as well. I've also managed to build in the like functionality, so you can like and unlike. It updates the counter automatically. It is a sub-collection. I've also managed to rework a few components. So before I had like a menu component, and it wasn't really relating very well to the other areas. But now if I click on search, I've still got the menu, explore, reels, everything. I mean, none of these actually work apart from profile. I've actually created a new component called layout, and I pass in, say, home or profile, for instance. And within the layout, I have menu, and then I pass the children through. So menu takes the children. It works pretty nicely, and that also helps with responsiveness. So I did break it a little bit, but I have got mobile responsiveness working, which is great news. Again, navigation's down at the bottom, all works fairly nicely. A little bit needs work on here to make things actually look decent, but it does the job. So, breaking my app. What did I do? Well, I was a bit of an idiot. I didn't fully break it, but I then wasn't able to access my app because I reached the limit of number of reads from the Firestore. So if you don't know, the daily limit for reading documents from the Firestore is 50,000. You must be thinking, how did you hit 50,000 reads in a single day? I'll be honest, it wasn't even within a full day. It took me about an hour to hit that limit. So I made a really stupid mistake, rookie mistake, some might say. I had not one, but two use effects in my React app which did not have dependencies. So they were just constantly firing, and because they were constantly firing, I was constantly getting data from the Firestore, and that's how I hit my limit. So I added dependencies there. That sort of fixed the issue, but I still had really unoptimized queries. So I've got a collection called post, which is what handles the post. And say I had 10 posts in this collection. What I was doing in some instances, so I have a post component and I loaded all 10 posts into that component, and then I filtered it out using a JavaScript filter to get the one that I wanted. That's really not great, because even though I was only wanting one, I was pulling 10, and that counts as 10 reads. So on the homepage, that would have been 10 times 10, 100 reads just to load the homepage if I had 10 posts. Really not optimized. So a little bit digging. You can use a query and a where clause when you pull the data from Firestore. So I pass the ID in the where clause, and I only return one, the one that I want, and that really minimizes my number of reads. Likewise, I did something similar with users. I've optimized most of the queries now, but there's still a few where I think I could probably make them a little bit better. But because it's just like a small clone app, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff now. I'm just happy that I'm not getting those read issues again. So don't make the mistake. Always put dependencies in your use effects and try to optimize your queries. If you're wanting one, don't use a JavaScript filter. Use the built-in features of Firebase where you can. What is next on my list of development tasks? So I want to get comments built in. I don't think that will be too difficult in a way, because it'll be very similar to how I've built the likes. The likes are a sub-collection of posts, and I'm going to make comments a sub-collection of posts as well. So that can kind of keep them all related very nicely there. I try and make it a little bit more detailed than the likes, so I maybe should allow people to edit or delete their comments if they really want to. Possibly allow the author of the post to delete a comment. That would be nice, and that would be more on rules, which I haven't had a ton of experience with. So that would be very nice to have. I also want to put a lot more conditionals within the app itself. So as you saw on the login page, you can view the Instagram clone and all the posts without actually logging in, which is great. But there's a few icons and features which should be disabled when that happens, such as the create post icon. You shouldn't be able to like someone's post or comment on it. I just want to tidy that bit up as well. Also on the profile page, I want to just have a list of your posts, either in a grid or just a singular list, depending on the view, if it's mobile or desktop. And thinking about it, in the same sort of vein as updating and deleting comments, it would be nice if a user could possibly update the post as well. Not 100% sold on that. Definitely should be able to delete a post, but updating it, maybe update the text but not the images. I'll need to think about that one. Feel free to sign up and test this app, and please let me know if you find any bugs. You can let me know on YouTube comments, or if you want to join the Discord, there'll be links down below to that as well. I really do hope I fixed that user sign-in issue, because if a lot of you sign up and it breaks, that's going to be very embarrassing. If you have enjoyed this video, then you may want to check out this next video. Otherwise, hope you all have a good day, and I will catch you later. Wow.